Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia. I almost forgot the title there for a moment. In the last episode, we took on, we boarded this cargo ship where Barlow is being held hostage along with all the Pokemon of Boyland. And it's up to us to find Barlow, save him, and save the Pokemon. So, let's get to that. We want to head over to the left side first, as we came from above. Because here we're actually going to find Barlow at last. Stored in just a dark, dank little cellar, apparently. Apparently it's too dark for him to see who we are, but we get a little closer and it's, hey, it's us! We've come to save you! Awesome! So, first of all, we need to figure out a way to light this room up. So, because we apparently can't see the ropes if it's too dark. So we need to find Electabuzz. Luckily, we actually saw Electabuzz last time, to the north, and I actually forgot to show off that there is, the door there is actually a target that we can clear. So we're gonna go head up there in a second and clear it. The thing is, we're gonna need a cut 2 for that, which is something I forgot to show off. So, definitely want to go ahead and do that. Also some Vulpix. But they're just kind of a Pokemon for us to capture. He sends a bunch of Mareepas, though, once again, more Team Dim Sum battles. So we're gonna go ahead, take on the Mareep, and find some Pokemon of Cut in order to... We're actually gonna want to get 2 Pokemon of Cut. Because we're going to want one for the ropes and one to free the Electabuzz first. So, don't want to lose our thing. There we go. All 3 Mareep at the same time. Another nice group capture. We should be able to get a level up before anything major happens, I'm hoping. So, despite the fact that we're at decently low HP still, we should be at a pretty decent stat. So, like I said, we can't really back out and recharge now. We're stuck in the middle of enemy territory. We have to make do with what we have and make sure we abuse Pikachus for recovery. So we've taken out another Team Dim Sum member. Let's quickly grab us a Vulpix to add to our browser, and then we'll go ahead and continue to head up this way because we're going to need some of the Pokemon we find up here. So, Vulpix, just another fire type. Will shoot fire at us. Otherwise, fairly simple capture, and we can add that to our browser as well. So, there we go. Another nice browser add, and there we go. Another S rank, so... This episode already off to a better start than the last one, for sure. So, that's good. There's a Houndour over here, and nothing else on this end. So, we'll go ahead and quickly head in here. And in here, there's actually 2 Raticates. We're going to want to grab both of them, so we can, because they both their cuts will be really useful here. So, just watch out for their snapping teeth, because that's exactly what we need to use them for, actually. So, grab the one here. I think I have room in my inventory for both of them. I think. So, without having to get rid of anything too important like the Cherub or Muck that we need to have. Yep, I can get rid of the Monferno and the Vulpix, and that'll make room for both of my Raticates, and we'll be able to take advantage of both their cuts for what we need to do. So immediately get into a battle with another Raticate. That's fine with me, because that's precisely what I need. So, once again, just a repeat of what happened before, just a quick capture, and we now have both Pokemon Assists we're going to need in order to rescue Barlow at this point. Well, we need the Pokemon Assist that'll help us give it the Pokemon Assist to rescue Barlow, and then the Pokemon Assist that'll help us rescue Barlow. That was a sentence and a half. There's like all this interesting stuff here. There's like lockers, and apparently there's like this is the locker room for evil. It's the locker room of evil! Oh, there's something wrong with me. Anyway, we can head over here, and it'll be time to cut this fence, because this fence is the target that I didn't show off last time. It's a 2-cut, so Eradicate will easily chew through this fence, and this will allow us access to the Electabuzz that is being held hostage powering the boat. So, I'm not sure what it's doing. It's not powering the boat, because the boat doesn't stop when it stops, but... And he's like, hey! I can stop running, yay! There's also a Magmar here. No one really cares about him. We just want the Electabuzz, because he actually has a flash ability that we're going to need to light up the room. So, Electabuzz! Sorry, Magmar, but you're just kind of useless. So we grab the Electabuzz here. Oop, watch out for the electric static that he causes, and then quickly try to get us fast. I mean, he actually is fairly bulky, so we're not going to be able to capture him in one go, but we'll be able to do a decent amount. Otherwise, he'll summon a hazard on the field like that, and then repeat with his electric static, which I'm not gonna... I thought I would have enough time to get him, but nope, not quite. I was just a few loops short. Oh well. I kind of gunned it, and I'm still playing a little risky, which is a little silly. But, whatever. Gives us the area move flash, which will light up dark rooms if we Okay, Magmar. I know you're feeling lonely because no one wants you, but fine, I'll capture you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making you feel bad, Magmar. I'm sorry for hurting your feelings, but unfortunately, I just have no use for you. My inventory is full of Pokemon that I actually kind of need. Either for side quests in the future because I have psychic powers, or right now to rescue my friend. So, goodbye and good riddance. I mean, goodbye and good luck. We don't like him, right? Yeah. Anyway. So, now we have the 2 Pokemon we need to rescue Barlow. One to cut the ropes eventually, so a little bit of premonition on my part, but saves us a trip. And we can head in here. He's like, hey, you have an Electabuzz now! Sweet! So, all we need to do is, as you can see, Electabuzz should light up with darkness. And we will do just that with Electabuzz's flash power. So, with that, it allows us to light up the room. I don't know how that works. I guess it's the same logic for how Flash lights up Dark Tunnel or Rock Tunnel in the original game, or Dark Cave in 2, and we're in the 2nd gen. But anyway, so Barlow roped up a smidgen tightly. Boy, now you know how Ollie felt, you jerk. Anyway, so fortunately we're gonna need a Pokemon to help us snap this rope because it's a very tough rope. His rope, though, is another cut one, which is why we have a Raticate on hand. So Raticate will easily take care of the rope. And from there, we now have rescued Barlow. So, go us, Barlow is now saved. So, part of our mission's done, but unfortunately, things quite aren't up to snuff yet. And his Makuhita's here too, so he needs to be. Yeah, well, you did get captured, Barlow. Everyone's been really worried about him. Luckily, we already get a call from Crawford, so he's calling from the Ranger Union. So, luckily, he's been saved. Our locations are here, clearly, but, oh, Crawford, he cared. So, Team Dimsun. This is unforgivable. It's time for us to shut down their operation on their boat, once and for all. Let's do this, Barlow. It's time for the counterattack to begin! So we head to the bridge and take on their leader. However, this door seems a bit, tricky. It's locked. Looks for a target clear. Well, what sort of target clear are you gonna do here? What Pokemon do you have to target clear this door? Barlow, what are you doing? Barlow, why are you ranger posing? Barlow? Barlow! You're not a Pokemon, Barlow! I know they captured you like one, but you're not a... Oh. Well, he started to stumble in his room. What? There's apparently a strange room over here. Interesting. Let's go check it out! But first... We should probably capture this Pikachu over here for health purposes, because we're kind of low on health. Actually, how close are we to... If I could stop messing up like that, that would be freaking great. I'm slightly disappointed in how poorly I'm playing this. We're kind of close to level up. I mean, we might be able to get away with... I'm going to keep Pikachu in the inventory for now, because we have space, and, I think we should level up before things get serious. Anyway, we head in here, we have some familiar outfits and a very sort of elaborate looking room. It's the captain's quarters. Some interesting perfumes, hairspray, strange outfits, not familiar. Curious. So books, how to earn your boss's praise, straightforward promotions, preventing running in hallways? No. It couldn't be. It couldn't be him. Dun dun dun. What's this flag? It's a flag. Okay, so we get a little hint into the future here. Oh man, things could get really serious here. Anyway, we head over here, and unfortunately, it seems like Team Dimsun's kind of doing their. Gonna put up a little bit of a last stand here with by surrounding us with mini Rimos. So. Luckily, we don't have to take on both anymore, because we have another Ranger buddy! So he's going to take on that one, those 2 Magmars, we're going to take on the 3 Macargos, which is actually a really good experience, and they're not actually fairly difficult, so let's go ahead and circle all these as they immediately shoot fire at us. Why you gotta be like that? Anyway, they're kind of far apart here, watch out for the fire, and just keep your relentless assault on their HP. Eventually, they will continue to shoot fire a lot. Nope. Just gonna prevent their HP from draining by giving them a quick loop like that. And other than that, oh, you're not done yet. You stop, you! Anyway, we dodged a lot of fire, we didn't take any damage, that's all that matters. We still should get a huge chunk of experience here. 252 gets us halfway to a new level here, so not too shabby. Anyway, that'll cause both their mini Remos to break. We've taken on both of them, and so yeah. Don't leave me alone. You go get help. No, you go get help. Actually, they're both gonna go get help. So we've taken on the first wave of Team Dim Sum minions, but we're getting close to the bridge. We've arrived. Alright, it's time for us to take control of the ship. The captain's quarters seem to be right up there. Could it be him? Could it be that man we used to know? No, it couldn't be him. He's a teacher at Ranger School. He'd never be evil, right? He was kind of a douchebag. Grab a Makuhita here just because it's kind of helpful to have him. It's just fighting assist. It's kind of his little hint that, yeah, you might want to have a fighting assist on you potentially. So, definitely an option to consider. Having a fighting assist could be fairly helpful. So, may as well. I mean, we have an extra inventory slot. May as well. As much as there's a big hint there's a boss coming up here, we're actually going to have a few fights before that boss, so I'm not too worried about my HP because I should be able to recover it by the time the boss happens. So let's head up here. This captain is clearly going to be a major fight. Are we ready for it? We're ready for it. Let's take control of the boat! It is him, Mr. Kinklade. The actual head of, or one of the major members of Team Dim Sum. He's been evil all along. All those plots in the basement. All that work with Isaac. He's been working for Team Dim Sum the entire time. And he also has a really, really weird outfit. So he's the guiding light, Mr. Kinklade. Or Kincaid, I guess. It's Kincaid, I suppose. But yeah, we've come all this way to take him out. Hey, I will run all of the hallways as much as I want. You can't stop me, you evil son of a... I mean, hi. Unfortunately, he calls for even more backup. So, we're gonna have to fight our way through in order before we fight Kincaid. He knows when he's sprung the trap on us. We're gonna have to fight our way through to take over the bridge and take on our former teacher. Well, the former teacher of the other class. It wasn't really our teacher. Miss April's still good. But the other teacher was evil! How horrible. So, first of all, we have to fight two Rhyhorns. Not a fairly difficult fight, because like I said, they take a long time to attack, so you can basically generally get a lot of easy loops on them and take them out fairly quickly, just like that. And that'll certainly be helpful. So, this should actually give us a level up, I think, and it does, so we're now back up to full energy here, which is good, because we now have a Pikachu for backup as well, so we actually have effectively 64 HP. For the boss, which will be nice because this boss is actually fairly tough. It actually gave over the first time I fought this boss, so be warned, he's actually fairly tricky. And apparently, if you lose, they get so ashamed that they just swim to shore even though we're in the middle of the ocean, and they're probably going to drown. Wow, you're kind of a douche. So, we've taken on their minions with ease and actually recovered our HP for doing so, but unfortunately, he has even more minions, so... He apparently just intends to fight us to our limits, so Barlow decides that he's gonna go take on Kinklade, or Kincaid. I've never even pronounced his name right, I have no idea. But, Hairspray Head, Doe. But that leaves us to fight out all these minions by themselves. Luckily, they only summon a few Stunkies, and he summons a Drapion. So, a huge battle between our leader and the Drapion. Who's gonna win? He's not going to defeat it, he's going to befriend it! So, as that battle goes on, we have our own battle to take care of, though we can't be distracted by Barlow's woes. We're gonna have to take on these Stunkies really quickly. So just watch out for all the poison. I said stop with the poison, then you get a nice little lull, grab the quick capture, and hopefully if you're close to a level up by now, this little extra boost will be enough. I mean, you do get a good chunk of a level before you fight this boss, so it's pretty much designed to give you a level up to get you back to full HP. I guess kind of a hint, hey, be at full HP for bosses or you're getting your butt kicked. But, and once again, they are ashamed and they're just gonna go for a swim, apparently. Minions are weird. You guys are silly. Stop swimming in the ocean. You silly heads. However, Barlow has been defeated by the Drapion. Apparently Kincaid is fairly good, though. He's a very tough Pokemon. His Stellar's broken. That means it's only up to us to stop our former teacher. Oh, you and your Mini Remo. Who developed the Mini Remo, though? A youth, a boy about our age. A genius of a sort. So apparently he went to Ranger School just to find a genius kid, and it's a strange plan. But yeah, apparently Isaac secretly, accidentally developed the Mini Remo for Team Dimsun, thanks to Kincaid's ruse. He's used the Ranger School. He's used the Sacred Ranger School, all just for evil. Unforgivable. And now it's only up to us. We're the last line of defense. Who wins? Team Dimsun or the Rangers? It all depends on this boss fight with the Drapion. Pretty much the first major boss of the game. It even has its own little screen like this of like, oh man, major boss fight. So Drapion is definitely the first majorly tough Pokemon you'll face. It really gives no indication what's going to attack other than the fact that it rears up, so be really quick to make sure you let go of your Stellar, because it will do a ton of damage if it hits you. So just be careful for it to attack like that. It'll also do a poison attack like that. So otherwise, just keep chipping away at it for its first phase like this. Just, yeah, 7 damage. That definitely hurts quite a bit. You're not going to be able to take many of those hits, so just watch out for when he rears up. That's when he's basically going to be prepared to strike like... Oh, that's poison, luckily for me. The Poison Sting definitely would have hit... Okay. Oh, and he also can summon some Poison Pools as well, so just be careful for those as we get to... He'll always do Poison Stings, by the way, in 2 batches like that, so just keep the pressure on. Don't let him lose... don't let you... don't... blah, blah, blah. Don't lose... don't make him recover his HP. Be careful about that. Afterwards... Oh, nope, he's gonna keep spamming that. Okay. Just keep chipping away at him. Once he gets to low HP, if I remember correctly, he will... Basically, yeah, he's gonna start spamming this move, I believe, so... Right? Or... Yeah, he basically starts spamming this move nonstop. So you have to basically... Oh, okay, well, let's use this Pikachu because we're down to 1 hit left. That does 10 damage a pop there, by the way. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And he's gonna basically spam this skill nonstop and recover his HP if you let him, so... What you need to do, having a long line really helps here. You can kind of really slowly, essentially get more attacks on him and take him out really slow. This is my preferred strategy, because as long as you're just really careful, you won't get hit by his attacks. Just make sure when you reposition that you're not in range of his poison. Oop, just like that. Oh, okay, now I'm in trouble. Oh, he's a poison assist, so that won't even help us. So yeah, Makuhita's not actually a good choice after all. So just be careful, you don't want to get hit by the poison. Oh god, I'm actually really scared right now. One screw up means death here. Okay, this is really nerve-wracking. Just want to make sure I keep damage on him so he doesn't recover HP. Circle, circle! Got him! Oh, that was nerve-wracking. This guy's tough. Like I said, Drapion is really, really tough. He kills you in like 5 hits. Oh, that was nasty. But he does give you a massive amount of experience, pretty much a guaranteed level at that point in the game. So, your first major boss, and boy is he... No wonder Barlow lost him. That got my heart racing right there. Oh man, that was intense. So we underestimate him. We've taken control of the ship. We've been victorious. But he's not going down. He pulls the Kingston valve from last episode. He's going to sink the ship and kill all the Pokemon with him. So, apparently he's trying to take us down with the ship. And the ship begins to sink. Time for everyone to abandon ship because, I don't know how they pulled that out, by the way. That thing looks heavy, and they flung it all the way over there. Jeez, that's kind of crazy. But they've removed the Kingston valve. He escapes on his Gliscor. And, we're in trouble. The ship's sinking. There's fire Pokemon here. They don't have any way to escape. How are we going to solve this dilemma? Well, things are about to get serious here. Our mission is not quite over yet, guys. First, we have to save the Pokemon. So, time for us to head into the thing and see if we can pilot the ship to shore. It's all up to you, Barlow. You have to pilot the ship. However, as you can imagine, the hint of the Kingston Valve before, we might actually need to do something with it. So I don't think we can stay afloat to Pule Town. We don't have much time left. We're taking on water. The ship is sinking. Things are getting serious here. So he's going to use the ship's radio to communicate with everyone, to communicate with Crawford. We're taking control of the ship. It's sinking. I don't know if we're going to make it. Could be our final words. We could actually die here. Things, like I said, things are getting a little bit dark and serious here in this mission. Things get pretty intense. This is why this is a really awesome mission, I think. But we're not going to abandon the ship. That's not how Barlow works. That's not the way of a Pokemon Ranger. We have to save the Pokemon on board, like whatever abandon all these Pokemon to die. I mean, they're fire Pokemon. They'll never survive in the water. We have to slow the sinking somehow. Luckily for us, we do have a way. The Kingston Valve, we can put it back on. That'll slow the sinking of the ship long enough for us to get to safety. But the thing is, can we reach it in time? How's it going, Makihita? You having a good time? Anyway, so what we have to do is head out here, and basically, we're heading to go put the Kingston Valve back in. It's our mission. We can get Pokemon to help us out. Well, we actually need a Machoke, though. Team Dim Sum gave us a hint long ago last episode. That being said, we only have 4 minutes to get through to get there. We're gonna have to run through the hallways. That being said, we have 4 minutes to get there, and I actually want to show off what happens when we fail. So, alternate universe time again. We'll make a cut, and I'll actually show what happens when you fail this mission. 5 seconds left, guys. So, this is actually really interesting, I think. So, unfortunately, the ship goes under the sea. And actually, this is the only time in any Pokemon game where the main character can actually potentially die in a game over scene. Because, I mean, it's pretty much implied that we all died. The ship sunk, we perished. So it's the one game over where you act in a Pokemon game where your main character can actually die. Fun fact, I suppose. So, but once again, you kind of get back to try again. So this is the correct timeline where we're actually a good ranger and save the day again. So, anyway, just to get through this cutscene again quickly, blah 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 about, you know, how this could be our final words. Well, that time it was, but this time we're gonna make it through here. So, like I said, it's a very serious mission. All these non-standard game overs and all these interesting happenings and whatnot. So, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and skip through these. Stop! Shut up! We've seen this conversation before. I will go save the world with the Kingston Valve. We already know this. Anyway, luckily this is not a very terribly hard mission, as long as you run in the hallways just to mess with Kincaid, because he's an annoying little jerk. So, the Kingston Valve will give us enough time to basically survive. So, let's hurry up and save the ship and save the Pokemon. So, basically, we just want to book it back to the very first room. Luckily, we don't really have to fight anything along the way. Don't have many distractions. Just kind of, oh no, the Team Dim Sum minions are escaping. Fine, you can go through. We don't have time to deal with them today, unfortunately. We have to hurry back to the original room and save the thing. Oh, we're gonna ruin all of Kincaid's suits. He's gonna lose all of his clothes. That's amazing. I'm content with this outcome. But hey, all these Pokemon, they're very worried. I mean, they know something's up. The ship is sinking. Death approaches. That's only up to us once again to save everything. This game, though, man, if it doesn't do a good job making you feel like a badass saving the world all the time. So, quickly hustle over here. Don't head down here, you actually want to head up here and head down this ladder once again. The broken Gigarimo's there. No Pokemon to stop us, nothing to stop us, just one quick run to the end, and we have to pick up one certain Pokemon along the way, if you remember correctly. A Machoke. You need the strength of a Machoke to move that Kingston Valve, so we're actually going to make sure we pick up one of those on the way. Luckily, there is one fairly nearby, and over here, the ship's actually already starting to flood, so things are definitely getting serious. Luckily, these boxes will allow us an easy access back to that one platform that, if you remember early on the ship, there's that one place where that balcony we could go on, but we couldn't really go anywhere from there. That actually is now going to serve as our way to get back into that first room and and go from there. But quickly, we first need a Machoke. Machoke, why are you resisting? I'm trying to save everyone's life. Why do you do this? I'm trying to save your life here. Why are you punching my styler? It's really rude. Anyway. So we kind of head over here. There's not really much of anything over here, though. It's just kind of a pathway over here, I suppose, for no reason. I mean, I'm pretty sure at some point, post-game, you can actually come back onto this ship and find a Pokemon maybe around there or something like that. I forget how it works. Anyway, the Kingston Valve's over here. We barely even had a minute of time away. You can actually head over here if you want to just waste time, I suppose. You can head over here, and over here you can be like, hey! Water is spraying from gaps in this door! It's barely holding back seawater, so, yeah, that door is not going to hold for very long. We should probably hurry up and put the valve back in. That probably would be a good idea. So, quickly head down here. The valve is right here at the end of these boxes, luckily within reach, otherwise we'd be pretty screwed. And all we need to do is have a Machoke tackle it. And from there, it's mission clear. So the valve falls, luckily moves perfectly back into place, slows down the flooding of the ship, and from there, well, what happens to us? The ship's not taking on water like before. We have more time to find somewhere to beach the thing. We need to find, but where? We don't have enough time to get to Piltown still. Where can we land? Makuhita apparently sees an island, though, with a pier. It's gonna be a rocky landing, but it's the best we have. Let's go save the Pokemon. Hard turn to port. We've probably just fallen in the water and died, but that's okay. And that Voltorb's like, no, I'm gonna explode! Boom! No, okay. Poor Voltorb, he's just a ball. He's gonna be rolling around all over the place in the ship. Ascension Square, why are we here? All these students that we saw last time. They share their dreams here before they set off in the great big world. And, wait. What's, oh. They're like, that's right, guys, we're landing our ship right in the middle of Ranger School. Oops. We've crashed the ship into the port. Done a really good work number on the ship and the port, but the Pokemon are free. They've survived. Everyone's like, what the heck is why is there, what? What the heck is going on here? Crawford apparently made it all the way from the Ranger Union. It was a good landing. I guess Amon Jr. survived too. We're apparently okay, but what about Barlow? Is Barlow okay? Yeah, well, sort of had a bit of a crash landing because evil Pokemon, you know, they were using they're using the ship for evil. So they try to sink the ship, but we saved the Pokemon. What an intense mission that was. What an intense mission. So Lamont doesn't care about the pier. He's just really glad that everyone's okay. But where is Barlow? Did he survive the crash? Is he dead? No way. He can't be dead. Barlow! Of course Barlow doesn't die. Barlow is too manly to die! Ranger pose! Mission clear. And just like that, taking care of one of my favorite missions in Pokemon Ranger ever. Intense as heck. Hey, you don't get to deserve a Ranger pose. You didn't do any work. But after all this, the day is coming where we leave the Ranger base. That's right, we're being promoted majorly for single-handedly saving Boyland from Dim Sun and saving an area ranger. We've become a top ranger. That's right, we are now among the best of the best. So we've graduated. It's time for us to leave home and go to the Union and become one of the primary people taking on the fight to Dim Sun. We also get a nice little newspaper article about our adventure here. Saving this, we are the 11th top ranger, mystery boss, the cargo ship, all of these interesting things. So, just like that, it's time for us to leave. Sorry, Fantown, it was good. But it's time for us to save the world, really. So yeah, the ninth toast. I mean, we did save Barlow's life. You should be pretty happy about that. So, with that, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and end the episode for today, because it's already been a half hour. So, for now, this is LuckySevenDX signing out. In the next episode, we head to the Ranger Union, and we fill in our application as a top Ranger. Very exciting stuff. So, this is LuckySevenDX signing out. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Pokemon Ranger. It's time for us to rise to the top, guys. See you then. Bye-bye.